Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the match Jannik Sinner versus Alexandre MULLER. Right now it is Sinner serving at 30 all. Hey, welcome everybody. Jannik Sinner's first match at the 2023 Roland Garros, and I'm excited to see what he looks like. Hey Dutchy, what's up? Feels like there have been a lot of matches going 5 sets today and yesterday. Am I right? Yeah. I mean, it's the majors. There's going to be a lot of 5-set epics, a lot of fights, but yeah, it seems like there have been a lot. Sinner misses the first serve, second serve. I hope you like the new look. I'm going for a new look. No, it's Anthony here, Anthony Hirsch commentating, and happy to be here. Let's see that. All right, Sinner serves down the middle. Muller returns. Muller with a squash shot to Sinner's forehand. Sinner forehand cross court, missed it wide. Sinner bouncing, break point early on for Muller. Serve hits the top of the net. We're going to a second serve to see if Sinner can stay in this opening game. Sinner serves to the body. Return to Sinner's backhand. Backhand to Sinner's forehand. Sinner moves up to a shot. And Muller on the stretch hits in the net. Hey, Manor. What's up? What's up? What's up? Everybody, welcome in. Jannik Sinner at Roland Garros. Excited to be commentating. Excited to see what Jannik looks like. If Jannik is healthy, he should be winning this all day. Muller is a great, talented 6-foot French player. Solid serve, solid game, but he's talented. But Jannik's just another tier. All right, we're going backhand to backhand. Backhand from Muller. Hits the top of the net. Center runs, hits backhand down the line, puts it away. Advantage to Jannik. Yes, this is exactly what Muller would have wanted, no doubt about it. Yeah, if you've never seen Muller play before, he's a talented player. I mean, I think, like I said, he has a solid serve, solid forehand. He can struggle a little bit on backhand. I think he has a weird stroke production sometimes on that shot. Kind of hits it too high above him. He great hands, loves coming to net. Strong legs. Like, he really likes the open stance kind of slide backhand, kind of like Jannik does. I've seen him do that when I've watched his matches. So we might see Sinner and Muller doing that. Sinner holds. It's 1-0. He escapes that game. We might see Muller doing some of that, but Muller loves coming to net. He loves hitting those touch volleys. He also loves swinging drive volleys. Very aggressive player sometimes. He's done well on hard courts and clay courts, about the same percentage. Best chance, if you've seen Muller play, he made the Morocco final earlier in the year, played against, who was it? Carballes Baena in the final. Lost that one in 3 sets. Baena played an amazing final. Baena, an amazing player on clay courts. But he beat Lorenzo Musetti, the talented Italian, in the quarterfinals. So that's probably where you've seen Muller play before. Since that run to the final in Morocco, he really hasn't done very well. He's kind of struggled a little bit, losing early in challengers, qualifying. He had a pretty good run in Rome, qualified in Rome, beat Kyle Edmund in the first round, who, given, is not the strongest player, but yeah, it's he's a great player, and I just think sometimes, though, he struggles on the depth on his shots, Muller does, and Sinner's going to take advantage of that all day and all night. So look for that if Mueller can get the depth on his shots, and if Sinner is healthy. If Sinner is healthy, then he should win this all day. I don't see Mueller doing much against a high-level Jannik. All right, we're going forehand, strong forehand from Sinner. Strong forehand cross court. Another squash shot from Mueller, but it's in the net. It's not really effective shot decision there from Mueller. Just could have done more. But since that Morocco match, that Morocco tournament, Mueller has lost to players like Uchida, Otto Verdinen, Pedro Souza. I mean, he hasn't had much going since that run, so he's not really in amazing form. A little bit more confidence off Rome, but Sinner should be the more confident. 3 Masters semifinals in a row, including the Miami final, where Sinner always plays incredible, and we know that. So all these different kind of things. But yeah, it's we'll see how it goes. Sinner should win this if he is playing well. Serve in the net from Mueller. Second serve. Kick serve into the body. Sinner with a kind of backhand up high. Forehand from Mueller. Complete miss hit. Goes into the bottom of the net. Lehechka 1-5. Yep, first win at Roland Garros. The clay which he grew up in Czech Republic. Great win for him. Would you call Felix losing to Fognini an upset? Of all the first round matches, that's the one that caught my eye the most. By the way, Sinner, amazing return cross court. Mueller can't do anything about it. Sinner breaks. We're at 2-0. Quick start for Sinner after going down to break point early. Good signs for Jannik. What I call the Fabio. So like I said, it was the match that I had my eye on the most. Felix hasn't been in good form. Hasn't been confident, hasn't played much on clay at all. First match in Madrid, only played 2 matches, I think, on clay, period. And then he was injured. So just not a solid start for Felix. And Fabio, we know, can be dangerous, especially on the clay. So I would call it an upset, but like it not to a huge extent, for sure. Okay, done. Subscribe. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. Please like and subscribe, guys. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I think it was pretty predictable. I agree. It was pretty predictable. Not much of an upset, for sure. But also Felix wasn't feeling well. So, you know, there's that part of it too. So, it is what it is. Kudermetova and Kvitova both down a set. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be interesting how that pans out. The Kvitova match is looking interesting. Kvitova in great form, but she's going to try to get it going on the grass, I think, more than the clay, but we'll see what she has for RG. Backhand down the line from Sinner, forehand inside out, and Mueller in the net. Quick start for Sinner. I think Sinner, if he's healthy, is going a little bit under the radar. That's kind of my opinion on it. I mean, there's no anybody who knows me, there's no real secret. I'm a big Jannik Sinner fan. I think he's great. I'm very high on Sinner, and also I just really enjoy watching him, and I enjoy him as a all that he brings. And I think he's going to be a fantastic champion in the future. Sinner, big forehand down the line, puts up for an easy smash, put away easily down the line by Sinner. 40-15 for Sinner. Very quick start. But I think he's going under the radar. In Rome, his first match in Rome, Sinner was playing just absolutely unbelievable. I think one of the highest level matches, at least sets. His first set versus Thanasi Kokkinakis was one of the highest level sets I've seen in a long time. Won the first 12 points, half of a golden set, which you basically never see at the highest level of the game. And Sinner was just playing unbelievable. Then he just felt ill a little bit later in the event. Against Francisco Cerundolo, he lost, which given is a great player, and he deserves that win. But I don't know. Watch out for Sinner if he's healthy. If he's healthy, then Jannik is somebody to watch out for here. And I like how he plays at RG. Backhand, just a wild backhand from Mueller, and he hasn't gotten much going outside of that early break point. Mueller is just kind of hitting wild shots. It could be nerves, it could be anything else, but he's just missing. I'm more shocked that Haddad Maia had easy savage win against Maria. Yeah, Haddad Maia is playing some of the best tennis of her life, for sure. She's a great player, and she's always under the radar. I feel like nobody ever talks about her, but she's pulling off some good wins, and she's gonna pull off a good run at one of these big events. So she's consistently been doing well. How are you guys feeling? Tell me one word in chat. What's your feeling today? It can be either watching Roland Garros or just how you're feeling in life. What's the feeling? Tell me, guys, how you're feeling in one word. Give to me any one word. It can be random. It can be an emotion. Just tell me anything at all about your feeling. You're feeling right now. Sleepy Dutchie, yeah, I feel you for sure. F word, yeah, that's fair. That's fair in ER. Fair. I think I can take a guess to the word that you're you're talking about. Here, Weston saying Haddad Maia scary AF. She is a future Slam champion if she gets her fitness straight. I can definitely see her winning a big event in the future. I'll be surprised if she doesn't win a big event. Be mildly surprised. So for sure, she has a very, very strong game, and I really like where her mentality is at always. Forehand down the line from center, but he misses. Usually has that shot on lock where he kind of goes low, takes the momentum from the opponent's shot, the power coming at him, and then he hits it down the line, but just missing there, mishits it. It's only early afternoon here in Canada, Anthony. Dutchie, yeah. Well, that would explain it, yeah. Well, here in America, it's only it's 2:45, so it's kind of early-ish afternoon, but I totally get what you mean, Dutchie. That like 11 a.m., 12 a.m., or 12 p.m. It's like it'll get to you. It's like, man, I'm awake, but I'd much rather just go back to sleep. And it's 40-love from Mueller. A little bit better game here from Mueller, and taking a few errors from Sinner as well. Huge backhand return from Sinner down the line, and it's 40-15 Mueller. Sinner is not letting Mueller feel like he can just like kind of run away with this, and like he's not going to let him get away with a love hold. Sinner's going to be like, I'm going to be here all the time, and I'm going to be your worst nightmare. And that's what Sinner needs to do. When Sinner has that killer grit about him, that's when he's playing his best tennis. When he's dominant and not letting his opponents have anything. That's when Sinner plays his best. 40-30, Mueller. Sinner trying to claw his way back in this game. Kangaroo, I feel that too for sure. That's a big mood right now. Kangaroo. Yeah, happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, guys. Yeah, it's that time of year. Sinner, big backhand down the line, forehand to Sinner's forehand, but Sinner comes in and hits in the net. Twice that game, an error on that shot. And I'm not sure if that's a sign of anything, but Sinner barely ever misses those forehands. So not a great sign for Sinner, but still he's up 3-1. So Dutchy, save your savageness. Dutchy, please, bring all the savageness. Bring all the savageness you have. That's what makes us fun. Come on, Dutchy. What's my view on pineapple pizza? Well, what do you want me to do? Like, split off half the chat? Forehand return down the middle to center's backhand. Hits it inside in. Inside in forehand from center for a winner. Pineapple pizza is good. I said it. I'm not ashamed of it. I think the sweetness of pineapple contrasts well with the rest of pizza. And I'm not ashamed of it. Pineapple pizza is pretty fire. It's good. Pinko with the easy set 6-3. Watch out for Ostapenko. She's been playing amazing. And she's won this tournament before. You always have to watch out for a player that's won tournament before. Ostapenko's chaos. A big serve out wide from center. Forehand inside out from center for a winner. Center for a winner. That's it. Yeah, Greg, shout out Faison. Faison lurking in chat. Shout out Faison. Hey, Max, what's up? Thanks for joining up. Center, first match of Roland Garros. Ball, I think, floats just long from Muller. 40 love for center. Center winner, chicken dinner. Yep. Yep, that's it. Center is a ridiculous last name for a tennis player. I remember when I saw him burst to the scene, I was like, there's no way. Guy named Center. It's like, man, I hope this guy becomes number one day. Just so we can have a guy named Center at the top of the sport. Big kick serve to the body, and we've already seen that body serve work a few times for Jannik. Pineapple pizza discussion over here. That wasn't me. I somehow got involved in this. I'm sorry for anybody who I offended. I didn't instigate this. I didn't instigate the pineapple pizza discussion, guys. Faison saying hi to all of the chat, hoping I can do some justice while the GOAT himself, Faison, is out for a little bit. Yeah, Faison. What's up, Faison? Faison giving out a hello. We're all born as sinners. Yeah, that's fair. Not sure Faison wants the whole chat taken up about pineapple pizza. Yeah. You know, it's important discussion for tennis discourse. We got to know where everybody stands. Okay. Muller serve. Steps up to the line. Serve down the line from Muller. Comes in with the backhand cross court. Center with a stretch backhand, sliding up and passes. Hits the net on the way up, but great pass from Center. Center's athleticism is amazing. You'll see him do that a lot. You know, Center's not as flashy as Alcaraz, but man, would I say that Center is a talent. He hits shots that like nobody else can hit. Just point in, point out. Just these crazy shots. If you watch any one of his matches, you'll see how skilled this guy is. Just in separation, Jannik is an incredible talent. Incredible talent. In separation or not. Jannik cross-court forehand. Muller on the stretch. Slides up to a backhand. Great pass. Jannik in the net. Great point there from Muller. That's what I'm saying. Muller's got those strong legs. After Center hit that slide up to the backhand, Muller hits a very similar shot on the forehand and the backhand. We'll see both these guys doing that a lot. Very, very good athletes out there, these guys. All right, Sinner ready to return for 115 all. All right, serve to Sinner's backhand. Backhand to Muller's forehand. We're going forehand to forehand, but Sinner is just a little bit stronger. Chip to Sinner's forehand. Sinner comes in down the line and crazy forehand shot. Sinner just has too much pace, too much precision. Too much precision. He's on a new level, new tier of play that's really separated from most of the tour, has Jannik. So that's what it is. Sinner, Forza. Yeah, that's it. Let's go Sinner. Cheer your guy on. He's winning right now, playing well. Picked up his game. Another forehand pass from Muller, and it's just easy pickings. Muller's coming to net with these different shots, and Sinner's just passing him with ease. I think Muller's nervous. Some of these shot decisions are just not there, and he's not getting the depth on his shots, which I've seen from him before in the past. Talented guy, great athlete, but great hands, good forehand. Can get the RPMs on it as well, kind of buggy whip it, which is great for clay, but, he can also just make these weird choices, not be effective enough, not get the depth on his shots. His backhand is a little bit of a weakness. His serve isn't incredible, just these different things that stop him from getting a tier up. He is talented. He's fun to watch, but he's not quite there to a guy like Sinner when he's healthy and he's playing this well. Sinner, backhand into the center of the net. Another break point coming for Sinner. 30-40. Yeah, that's crazy. Bencic was having such a good start to the season. One up in Adelaide, I'd like to say, or one of those Australian warm-ups. And then she played Australia, lost to Sabalenka, which isn't a terrible loss. But she was barely losing matches. Very good start to the season, and then she's been injured. She's been losing more. Hoping that she finds a better game during the grass and then the hard court swing. Never really great on clay either. Charleston clay isn't really the same as, like, for example, Roland Garros clay or Rome clay. So it makes sense that Bencic would struggle a little bit. But yeah, hoping she picks it up a little bit. All right, Sinner gets the break, 5-1. Sinner up to the line serving. Muller ready to return. Sinner to Muller's forehand, and Muller hits it out. Muller just making way too many unforced errors. Way too many unforced errors. And let's see what Sinner can do to close out the set. So far, Sinner in the first game goes down break points. Since then, it's been an easy run for Sinner. Yeah, what's up, Danilo? What's up, Nihar? What's up, Max? What's up, Viorica? What's up, Gregs? Thank you guys all for joining in. Happy to have you all on stream as we watch Sinner in his first match. And another error. The forehand just not working for Muller. He's not getting up to these shots. And Sinner's playing well, but Muller is making way too many errors. Forza Italia, that's it. Yeah. Sinner's doing well, representing Italy well. I'm sad that Arthur Fils lost today, but congrats to ADF. That was always going to be a tough first match. Yeah, and Arthur Fils coming out of a title run, of course, in Lyon, so it was always going to be tough. And he had a little bit of health struggles in that match. Playing Fokina, who made the quarterfinals at RG a couple years ago, is always going to be tough. All right, triple set point for Jannik Sinner, trying to make a statement in his first match. Everybody focusing on Alcaraz, Rune, all these other guys. Jannik Sinner, always fun to watch, always competing well, trying to get a good run at one of these big events, trying to make past a quarterfinal at a major. First quarterfinal he ever reached was at RG. Maybe he can make semis here. Let's see. But it's a serve down the line that is just out. Nadal now world number 129 on live rankings. But listen, Nadal, if he steps on a clay court, then he's always top 10. That's all I got to say about that. If he steps on a court again, top 5 player. Center backhand to the net, into the net. Nadal's ranking, it can drop off, but if he steps onto a clay court, the guy's different. That is crazy to see, though. Top 10 for, what, like 18 straight years? Which is one of the craziest stats ever in men's tennis. 129 is crazy. All right, center about to serve, 40-15. Let's see if he can put the set away. Center serve, cross court. Forehand. Mueller hits another forehand to the forehand. Center on the stretch. Mueller puts a forehand winner inside out, 40-30. Kvitova down 6-3, 3-0. That's definitely another match to keep an eye on for sure. Yeah, Kvitova, clay court's never a strong suit, but still, unfortunate to see her losing this badly this early. She's been playing great. Obviously got the win down Miami, which was amazing. She hasn't won a major in, I think, like 10 years or so, but she's been around. Her longevity is incredible. Let's see if she can come back. But right now, not looking good for Petra on the clay. Jannik bouncing the ball, looking very ready to give it a good go. We're going backhand to backhand. Jannik's backhand looking as great as ever. Great angle on that shot. Great backhand from Mueller's squash shot to the deuce side from Mueller, but it floats long. We're at deuce. Mueller claws back in this game. That's great from Mueller. Mueller's a great competitor, fearless. Always going to give it a good go. Guy's fearless. He's talented. Just against the top guys, he doesn't have that game that he's that effective match in, match out. But he's fun to watch, and he's going to compete hard. So I was excited to see this one. And great athlete. Arthur Feast is also in doubles. I'm rooting for him. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I really like Arthur Feast. I think he's a great personality on court, very passionate, and a fantastic player. Huge talent. Forehand to center's forehand. Backhand to center's backhand. We're going backhand to backhand. Center with a backhand to the deuce side. Forehand goes short from Mueller. Mueller on the stretch. Another short backhand. Center drop shot. Mueller running. Great lob. Center smash. Ooh! Volley to volley right at net. They're going like ping pong right at the net, and center can't get it. Gets a backhand volley, floats long, and we are at a break point. Mueller fighting like crazy. Crazy rally there. Super fun to watch. The shots going back and forth like half a second. Fantastic lob floating up, and great reaction skills and hands from Mueller to get that smash back from center right at the net. Some players might have even turned their back to not get hit by the smash, but Mueller was right there. He was like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm not afraid, and I'm ready. I'm going to try to fight back. I may be down a double break, was down triple set point, but Mueller's saying I came to play, and I know that from Mueller. He's a fearless competitor. And that's fun. All right, serve down the line from center. Center forehand extends greatly on that shot, moving forward into the court, jumps up a little bit, and hits a forehand winner down the line. Kudermetova about to lose. Yeah, it's crazy to see Kudermetova struggling. We'll see if either of those players can come back. Also matches to watch for sure. But right now, over here at this one, center serving 5-1 deuce. Up on the deuce side. Center serve out wide, and Mueller hits in the net. Arthur Feast is just another Hugo Gaston. I'm not sure. I might respond to this one after this point, between sets. Serve down out wide, and Mueller hits in the net. All right, center grabs first set. It was complicated at the start of the set. It was complicated at the end of the set, but everything in the middle was all Jannik center. Mueller hitting way too many unforced errors, and center was just solid, playing great. But too many errors from Mueller. He'll have to dial that down. Arthur Fils is just another Hugo Gaston. Gaston's a huge talent, but I think that Arthur Fils showing this much skill at this young of an age is really a sign of something different. I've been more impressed by Fils at the indoor tournaments earlier than this year than I was ever by Hugo Gaston, at least over a whole event. And I think Fils has shown an incredible, passionate mentality, and that he wants to win, and he wants to win win titles. Him winning this title last week already feels to me like he already separates himself a little bit, winning a title at such young an age. To me, I think Fils is going to be a much better player than Hugo Gaston, showing this much potential this early. But we'll see. Everyone's entitled to their own sort of opinions. Jannik, yeah, that's right. Grabs the first set. Nihar, I've got some ridiculously unbearable pain at the rear side of my knee. So I fold my leg over a tendon which connects the calf muscles. I believe, should I be concerned ACL? I have no idea, Nihar. You're going to have to see a doctor for that, I think. If you're in a lot of pain, I don't know what to tell you. Please go see a doctor, because that's not my specialty here. Hope it gets better, though. That was during a football game today evening, I guess. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Nihar. I hope somebody can answer your question that you can see a doctor soon, because that's it's no fun. So I hope you get better soon. Kvitova will win Wimby. Yeah, I think she's going to pick it up. She played amazing in Miami, and she didn't have anything massive going into that event. So I'm kind of with you. I think during Wimbledon she's going to pull off a really amazing run. I'm right there with you, Gregs. They are currently watering the court, as you'll see they do on a clay court between sets. It's kind of the differences between hard courts and clay courts. If you water a hard court between sets, you'll need to wait a long time for it to dry off. So, anyway. Hey, what's up, Xera? Yeah, good evening. Yeah, that team match, it's brutal. Tried to come back versus Kachin, but he was down. The team was down 2-0, right? In that match, came back from 2-0 down, but lost in the fifth set. So brutal at RG, where he's done so well before, fought like crazy. But yeah, that's sad. As a big team fan over here, and somebody waiting for him to come back, as after the science he showed versus Tsitsipas over in Madrid, was hoping he could pull off a run to the second week at Roland Garros, but it wasn't to be. Yeah, that's tough. Tough loss for team. All right. All right, we're back in the second set. Backhand rally. Center with the forehand. Goes up high to Muller's forehand, but goes short. Center starting to get an advantage in the rally. Backhand, inside in, down the line. But Muller in the net. Love 30 for center. Forehand goes up to Muller's backhand. That goes deep in the court. Center extends on the backhand down the line. Muller with the squash shot down the middle. Center with the forehand down the line. Great rally here. Center runs over changes over to the forehand, runs around backhand, and hits a winner down the line. We are at love 40 for center. Very quick start here for Jannik. Hey, see you later, Dutchy. Thanks for joining up. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and feel free to come back later if the match is still going on. Right now it's looking all Jannik, but you never know. You never really know. But right now it's all Jannik, and he's ready to return at love 40. Jannik, great backhand cross court, and goes wide from Mueller. We're at 1-0. Yep. See you later, Dutchy. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good rest of the day. And let's check out some of these stats here, especially from the first set in this Mueller versus Sinner encounter. This first set 2. Go to summary. Okay, so match set 2 match. All right, here you go. All right, so here are the match stats so far in this match. So see if anything stands out. First serve percentage actually higher for Mueller, but first serve points won, Mueller is at an astonishing 23%. Sinner just returning like crazy, and Mueller just not getting enough on serve. Mueller doesn't have an amazing serve, and Sinner is one of the best returners on tour. Maybe the best backhand returner on tour. I guess Medvedev would have something to say about that, as well as Novak Djokovic, who's still around, but he's up there anyway. Even if not the best, he's up there. So that's the key stat for sure. Is that first serve points won, 86 and 23%. That's a 63% disparity. So that is massive. And that's the key stat here. 13 winners for Sinner, 2 for Mueller. Mueller just not doing enough, not getting it deep enough, and Sinner just hitting a lot of winners, playing aggressive, and that's what Sinner needs to do. Mueller with a solid forehand inside out, by the way. Now we're at 15 all. Sinner goes for a serve out wide, but hits the net. Mueller backhand, Sinner's forehand. Sinner forehand down the line right into the corner. 30-15. Sinner speed running this. That's it, Maynor. That's what it feels like. This going by in a flash. So he's going to make a 3-set straight setter take the time of a 2-setter. Just a straight sets regular match. Yeah, average top spin speed. Forehand 84 miles per hour, Sinner 78 miles per hour, Mueller 79 miles per hour, Sinner 74 miles per hour, Mueller. One of the fastest backhands on tour, if not the fastest. Sinner. He was the fastest for a good period of time. I believe he still may be. Hey, what's up, Sean? Thanks for joining up. Yeah, we're watching Jannik Sinner, the powerful Jannik Sinner, taking on the Frenchman Alexandre Muller. And right now it's all Sinner. Mueller had a little bit in the beginning of the first set, had a break point in the opening game. He had like a he clawed back into the 5-1 game in the first set, but since then it's been all Sinner. So other than that, it's been all Jannik Sinner. 40-30 for Sinner. Mueller hits a great winner return that catches the baseline. Sinner stares at it for a second. But yeah, still 40-30 for Jannik. All right, serve to Mueller's backhand, and Mueller hits forehand long. 2-0 for Sinner. Geez, that was fast. Yep, this is going by in a flash. 43 minutes, and we're out of set 2-0. 43 minutes match so far. Could be a quick one here, but Sinner always fun to watch. Mueller fun to watch as well. We've had a couple great rallies. We could have a few more of those. So if you want to watch Jannik in his regular kind of killer mode, then this is the match you want to watch. It's definitely an enjoyable one. Mueller served down the line, but he missed it. Just long. Kick serve into the body. Sinner with the backhand. Sinner with the forehand goes up high for a lob. Mueller tries to put away a forehand lob from Sinner. Great lob right out to the edge. Mueller with a smash. Sinner with another return. Mueller with a backhand smash. Lob from Sinner. Incredible point from Jannik Sinner. That's the best point I've seen at these championships so far. Crazy. Jannik was out of that point 5 times. That's why I'm saying that's the talent from Jannik Sinner and what he can do. I love watching Jannik kind of just dominating, getting through these early round matches. That was incredible defense from Jannik. Mueller was right on top of the net, had a couple of smashes, and Sinner just gets to them all. Amazing from Sinner to get to love 15. Great point of the day. Sinner with the backhand return, but it goes long. Amazing point there. Alcaraz to face Taro Daniel. Tricky. Yeah, Taro Daniel has been in pretty good form. I'm not sure how well he plays on clay, but he must have won his first round. And yeah, that could be tricky. Taro Daniel, a fearless player. And in recent times has played some of the best tennis of his career, so never know. Alcaraz is still a favorite for sure. Mueller tries to pick up a forehand right at his feet, but hits into the net. Can't get up to it. Serve to Sinner's forehand. Forehand from Mueller goes inside out. Sinner on the stretch. Backhand goes long down the middle of the court. We're at 30 all. All right, Mueller tries to hit a first serve down the line, but hits the net. Shot hits the tape, return hits the tape from Jannik, bounces back to his side, 40-30. By the way, it happened pre-match, but thank you, Anna Voldani, for becoming a member. We appreciate that. Always appreciate that. That's the place you want to be for all the great content. Great tennis community here, knowledgeable, pretty genuine community of fans. It's a great community. Been loving it for a while. So squash shot pass from Sinner on this dead stretch. And Sinner puts it to deuce. Amazing shot making right now from Jannik in this game. Oh, I love that squash shot. Jannik can do so many things with the forehand and such a great athlete. Don't let his kind of build or height kind of put you away from that. Sinner is an amazing athlete. Obviously junior skier when he was young, but yeah, Jannik is a hell of an athlete, hell of a player. Yeah, and thank you, Anna, for becoming a member. It's definitely worth it. It's worth it over here. And it's not much. But Jannik hits backhand into the net. Advantage to Mueller. Novak is pretty much having an easy draw and a cakewalk. Yeah, I need to look again at Djokovic's draw. Kind of going on a little bit of a blank, but yeah, from my memory, there's nobody there that really, I think, can test Djokovic or Alcaraz that much until the quarter semifinals. Djokovic has a pretty good draw. Tsitsipas isn't going to be happy with his draw. There are a few players that haven't had a very good draw for sure, but yeah, Djokovic is somebody who should be happy with the draw, I think. Mueller with a forehand kind of tries to buggy whip it, almost like a banana shot down the line, but misses it. Misses the sideline. We're back to deuce. Serve hit down the line, hits the chalk. Chalk flies up. And it's advantage to Alexandre Muller. Yeah, Muller just needs to get more of these first serve points. He needs to be doing better on these backhand-to-backhand rallies, which is going to be nearly impossible with how great Jannik is hitting the backhand. And it's never the steadiest shot from Muller anyway. Backhand from center to Muller's forehand down the line, and puts away for a winner. And Muller's just not getting enough on these forehands, not enough speed or depth. It'll be good enough for some players. He has a high tier of shot, good talent, but it's not enough versus a guy like Jannik. So 2-1 for Sinner. Looking forward to tomorrow, the Scandinavians in action. Yeah, that's awesome. Root your nation on. Being American, I'm having it's great because we've had the most Americans in the Roland Garros draw since I think 94, 95, but not the best clay quarters in the world, but you know, it's great whenever you have people playing for your country. It always gives you that extra passion, extra boost to for them to represent well. So it's great to see. All right, guys. Now I'll be back in one moment to commentate for this 2-1 game with Sinner serving up. All right, for serve down the line from Sinner is a let. Sinner is going to win, easy money. Yeah, Sinner. It's all Sinner right now. I agree. Muller is having nothing that's hurting Sinner. Sinner's winning all these backhand rallies. Sinner's doing way better on serve, which is always great for Jannik. And yeah, there's really nothing Muller's doing that can hurt him. Right now, this is just a Sinner kind of masterclass. Sinner's in the zone, and he's kind of just going all the way right now. Sinner is a hell of a player. Yep. Yeah, fantastic player. Playing great right now, Nihar. Hey, Simone, watching from Italy. Always awesome to see people watching from different parts of the world. So. Tomorrow's the day for the Nordic R's. Rude, Runa, Rusevori. A commentator's nightmare is always what I say. Such Similar's name. Also, not a Nordic player, but add in Andre Rublev as well. We have guys named Rublev, Rude, Runa, Rusevori. It's like, we got to get one of these guys to change their surnames because it's making it impossible to keep track and commentate. Especially in that like Rude Runa semifinal back in Rome. It was like impossible not to trip over the names every once in a while. First serves 1%, still 83% for Sinner, 41% for Muller, and that's the key stat. All the way, that's the key stat. Ooh, great backhand return down the line from Muller. Great signs. And that's what he needs to do. Muller needs to take his chances. Nothing is going to change if Muller doesn't change it up, and that needs to happen right now. It needs to happen right now for Muller. He needs to change it up. He needs to go for a shot. He's a fearless competitor. He can do things different. He's talented. Just Jannik's on a different tier of play, but if he can just switch it up, that's what he needs to do to at least give himself some kind of chance. Sinner with a serve out wide, but he misses. Second serve. Kick serve down the line, and Muller just can't get up to it. 40-30 for Sinner. Muller is a good player, but he's a top 120. I agree. There are a few things. His first serve and just serve in general, just not up to par with some of these other players. His backhand, sometimes that shot can get away from him. Doesn't get enough depth on his shot sometimes to really be a aggressive player that really gets a lot of winners going or something like this. Great player, fan of him. I think he's fun to watch, but yeah, he's kind of on a different tier from Jannik and a lot of these other guys. And it's 3-1 Sinner. 6-1, 3-1 for Jannik Sinner. Nikar is reaching the final after playing the first final a semifinal over playing later in the second semifinal. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it is. It's just lucky whoever gets to go on first, but it is a bit of an advantage. We saw that at Wimbledon 2018 a little bit where the second semifinal goes to 10-8 and Djokovic basically had to play a final like right back to back after that crazy semifinal, and it turned out fine for him. Anderson also had obviously an insanely long, brutal match, but it's always better to play earlier. There's no secret about it. It's always better. Mueller serving up 30 love. Hey, Juice Lava, what's up? What's up? What's up? Glad for you to join chat. We're here watching Sinner versus Mueller. Mueller, a talented Frenchman, but really Sinner's just on another tier of play right now, kind of cruising. Mueller with a few chances here and there, but he's just not doing enough point in, point out, game in, game out. They can really hurt Sinner. And Sinner's doing way better on serve and hitting these returns like crazy. And Mueller just can't do anything on serve, and that's kind of defining the match right now. Mueller trying to do something with the serve, but Sinner just returning crazy. And Mueller is no John Isner. So it's going to be tough for him. Sinner, forehand to Mueller's backhand. Sinner, forehand, cross court, but goes long. Mueller holds 3-2. A little bit better from Mueller there. And Kvitova, by the way, is out of the event. Wow. Kvitova goes out in straights first round to the Italian. I'm not even going to try to say that name because I'm going to butcher it. But Kvitova's out first round. Straight sets. Something going on in the meantime. Fognini shocked me today. Yeah, you can't count out Fabio. You can't count Fabio. Fabio Fognini? You never know what he's going to do. Fabio Fognini is the definition of chaos. You never really know with Fabio. And Felix was hurt. He hasn't really had great momentum. It didn't surprise me very much, to be honest. I am hoping Felix can come back healthier, stronger during the grass courts. And then the hard court swing, indoor swing at the end of the year. I kind of think he is going to. I'm hoping he does. But yeah, it was all Fabio today. Yeah, Van Osh, the Frenchman Van Osh, is trying to avenge his fellow teenage Frenchman, Feast, losing in the first round. He is cruising on Cecchinato, 6-1, 6-3, 5-3. Believe he's serving for it now. Van Osh is one to watch. Van Osh and Feast, they're the next guys for French tennis. If anybody here is a fan of French tennis and is worried about the next guys coming up, don't look past Arthur Feast and Luca Van Osh, because they're the next guys up. All right, Jannik stepping back to the line. Not the most competitive match here so far, but still pretty good shot making, and Sinner showing a great level, which is great signs for tennis. We need Jannik Sinner at the top of the game. A great rival to players like Holger Rune and Carlos Alcaraz. It would be great to see him win a big event. Playing great right now. Does well in all conditions, all surfaces. So let's see if Jannik can get something going here. Great to see him healthy and doing well. Felix didn't even win a set versus Fabio Fognini. That is insane. Yeah, Felix was a little bit physically ill though, so it's a little bit, you have to put it to that. But yeah, it's crazy. Anytime a top 10 seed gets upset like that, it's crazy. Reminded me of him losing to Maxime Cressy in straight sets last year at Wimbledon. But yeah, I don't know. It's I just I always just think Fognini is a dangerous guy who kind of has underachieved a little bit with his talent levels. Always dangerous. But yeah, a little bit of a surprise for sure. All right, back to this match. So Sinner back to the line at 15-all. If Mueller could just get something going here, then maybe he could make something happen. He'd want one of these next few points though, not that one though, because he floats a forehand chip return long. Kind of just goes way up high and goes long. 30-15 for Sinner. Sinner already back to the line to serve. 30-15. Hope you guys are enjoying the match so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be here for all of the later matches. If Jannik Sinner, for example, gets through this one, we'll be commentating on his next match as well versus perhaps Marc-Andreas Huesler or whoever wins from that match that Huesler is playing. I forgot who else Huesler is playing. Let me check that real quick. Be either Altmaier or Huesler, and then we may see him even go up later in the event against guys like Daniel Medvedev. If he goes further than that, maybe Holger Rune or Casper Ruud, guys like that. So make sure you stay subscribed. This match hasn't been as competitive as maybe piques the interest, but Sinner fun to watch and in a great form right now. Better shots here from Mueller. Mueller hits a winner, and better shots here. Mueller right to return, breathing heavy at 30-all, but he looks ready to go. He looks determined. Ooh, drop shot from Sinner. Nihar, I will get to your question after this point. Sinner up to the line, 40-30. Big point. Let's see if Mueller can get anything going. He needs to get something going. And to serve down the line, misses from Sinner. Kick serve jumps up to the backhand, and Mueller can't get up to it. Sinner just a better player today. Just a better player. Hitting through the court better, getting better depth on his shots. And Mueller can't do much to hurt Sinner. Sinner can do everything to hurt Mueller. ADF doesn't lack the conviction, to be honest, and also does play an overall good game. But can he handle top 10, top 15? Everything is right there for him. Very skilled, athletic player. Great game on him. Get a backhand down the line from Mueller. Forehand to forehand rally. Sinner Mueller. Get back to the question in a second. Forehand from Sinner goes long. He has everything right there, but I'm just not sure. I have seen him mentally fold in some big matches. I think he's the type of player that will be good, that will stay dangerous, be good for a few deep runs, but I don't think he's going to be consistent. Personally, I don't think he's going to be consistently dangerous, and I don't think he's going to be consistently beating the top guys. Do I think he's going to get a few top 10 wins in the future? Absolutely. Do I think he's going to have a couple deep runs? Absolutely. Too good of an athlete, too good of a player, but is he going to be the type of guy that's constantly week in, week out, getting the results that make a top 10, top 15 player? I don't think so. But I think we'll see him do a few good runs, but I don't think that he's consistent enough or mentally there enough against the top guys in big matches to consistently be the guy to beat top players. All right, quick serve game here from Mueller, up to 40 love, and we'll check the set 2 stats after this. But it's been all Jannik. A little bit better from Mueller, but especially on his serves, service games, which is important. But it's doing better on serve, but it's still been all center. But we'll check the stats. All right, serve out wide to center's backhand. Great return. Amazing backhand cross court from Mueller. 4-3. A little bit better. A little bit better from Mueller. Not getting destroyed on serve, and that's what he needs. Von Osh, very good prospect. In 2 or 3 years will be top 30. Absolutely. 100% agree with you. Awesome mentality. Just a very solid, great player. Love the way love the way his backhand looks, his strokes. It's all great. The potential is all right there to be a solid, pretty complete player. And I'd say the same thing for Feast, although maybe I think Feast's ceiling is a little bit higher than Van Osh's, but I could also be proven wrong. Van Osh is very good. Van Osh played a lot of challengers in Italy. I saw is very precise. Yeah, just very good from the back of the court. And that's what you want to see. It's been long overdue for someone in France to win a Grand Slam in the ATP. America, England, Australia, France. You know, all of these 4 nations. You know, last American to win a slam. 2003 U.S. Open, Andy Roddick gets one over Juan Carlos Ferrero. Last American man to reach the slam finals, 2009 Wimbledon, 14 years ago. Last Frenchman to win a Grand Slam, 1983. 1983. Last British man to win a major, 2016. Aside from Murray, it was all the way back in I believe the 30s or 40s with Fred Perry. But a little bit better there with Andy Murray for Britain. But there are a lot of the British guys are struggling, and Draper's coming up now, but he's having some difficulties with health problems, different injuries. But he's a good prospect. But aside from Draper, it's not looking great right now for British tennis in terms of having slam champions. Australia, Kyrgios becomes the first man in, I think, like 20 years to even have a chance to win a major, reaches the slam final. So it's all of these different types of things. You want to see the OG countries that did amazing historically, why we even have the 4 Grand Slams, these 4 nations that dominate the sport, to be back at the top of the sport. We've had Spain, Switzerland, Serbia with the big 3, big 4, obviously, dominating. We need to see those countries back at the top of the game. And Arthur Feast, Taylor Fritz, Jack Draper, guys like that. Maybe Alex de Minaur if he could get something going. I'm not sure for Australia, but I know I'm forgetting somebody for sure. But it's guys like that, like Feast and Fritz, who are going to get, and Van Osh, who are going to get it back on the map. And that's what we need to see. Not just America, but we need to see it all. France, Australia. I want to see it all. I want to see those guys back at the top. That's what we need to see. Sinner hits a forehand wide, mishits it. We're at 40-15 at 4-3. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We're going to be here for more. Right now, pretty straightforward match for Jannik, but good to see him playing well. Will be very interesting to see how this version of Sinner, goes up against other top players late in the events. If he can do better and go all the way against top players, as opposed to how he's done at some points at majors in the past. But since the Australian Open, he's beaten Tsitsipas in Rotterdam. He's beaten top 5 Fritz in Indian Wells. He's beaten Rublev, dismantled Rublev in Miami, beat Alcaraz, world number 1 in Miami. So he's gone all the way a few times. Let's see if he can do it at a major. That's when it's going to get interesting. And Jannik is a hell of a player. It's just a matter of time for Sinner. It is just a matter of time for the Italian. Big upset also, Toronto and Van Zandschulp. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure Van Zandschulp was even going to make it to where he was slated to in the 3rd round, because he has just not been playing up to par since that heartbreaker in Munich. Squash shot from Mueller is a drop shot, amazing drop shot winner from Mueller, and that's those hands. Mueller can just chop it up. Great hands from Mueller. And that was a very weird shot, but great shot making. Figured something out. Just chopped it up. Chopped up the ball. Landed short. Forehand from Mueller to a chip forehand from Mueller. Center forehand, inside out. Backhand cross. Forehand inside in. Squash shot from Mueller. Tries it again, but it goes into the ground. 15-all. Take me back to 2003 when Roger won his first Grand Slam. Max, I would pay all the money in my bank account to watch Roger's incredible prime and a dominance by one player unlike we've still never ever seen. 18 of 19 consecutive Grand Slam finals from Roger. That's what he reached from 2005 through 2010. 237 consecutive weeks at number one, by far the most. Ooh, great rally from Mueller and center. Mueller volley into the net. Better play from Mueller in the set, better serving, but Sinner's still just hanging tough and just playing better. Everything Mueller's doing well, Sinner's doing better, and that's kind of defining the match. Even though Mueller's serving better, Sinner's just too tough. So we're at 5-3, but 30-15 for Sinner on Mueller's 15-30 for Sinner on Mueller's service game. Yeah, I would love to see Federer dominate again. Just so dominant, and to see the Big Three era happen all over again. Anthony, random question. Do you like eating soul food? I'd need a better explanation on what you mean by that. Soul food. Not quite as clear on that, to be honest with you. Jannik forehand to Mueller's forehand. Backhand from Mueller to Sinner's forehand. Sinner forehand cross court. Mueller tries to go for a squash shot, but goes right over the racket. Sinner not letting up. Doesn't matter that it's looking like the match is all in his hands. He's not giving an inch. That's what Sinner needs to do. It's these guys that do so well when they don't let up a lead, that do well when they have to fight from behind and do well in tight matches, because that means that they just have that innate push from inside them. They don't have to try to catch up. They just have that push and motivation from inside them to do well and fight regardless what the score is. Doesn't matter if you're up 6-0, 6-0. You're not going to let up for a second. You're going to fight for every ball like nothing else. That's what Sinner has done. Earlier this year, Sinner was at 21-1 after winning the first set. He's not letting up leads this year, Sinner. He's not letting up leads. And that's what separates the best players from great players. You don't let up a lead. And that's a good tip for any tennis player. Don't let up a lead. Because that's the easiest thing to do that every tennis player does. You have to always have that innate motivation to just keep fighting for every ball, even if you're way behind or if you're way ahead. Doesn't matter the score. Set point for Sinner, 30-40. Hey, what's up, Matthew? I'd like to see some big players come out from South Africa. Get great when Guga, Rios, and Delpo were doing their thing. Absolutely. I would love to see some great Argentines playing well, and just all kinds of South Americans. We need to see players from different kinds of continents. I agree. That was a great thing to see. Vilas, obviously, back in the day, awesome as well. Backhand return from Sinner misses way wide. Back to deuce. It's interesting that stadium crowds in tennis and concert/festivals are very packed in South America. Yeah, South America has crazy crowds. Have you seen soccer in South America? The crowds go crazy. Yeah, I'd love to see more tennis up in South America. That's where the crowds go. The crowds go wild for matches like that. That's what we want to see. Ooh, Sinner goes up to a drop shot, backhand chip, tries to hit it cross court. Just crossing the net, but he hits it wide. That would have been a hell of a shot, but it's advantage for Mueller. Mueller doing well to fight, and Mueller competing great in this set. He's playing better. If Mueller can just hold his serve in the next set, then we could get some interesting rallies, interesting things going on. All right, let's see if Mueller can at least make it interesting and make Sinner have to serve it out. Sinner backhand to Mueller backhand. Another Sinner backhand. Going backhand, backhand. Now forehand from Sinner on the slide. Open stance. Open stance, a slide from Mueller. Oh, great pass from Mueller, and he just misses it wide. That would have been the shot of the tournament had he made it, but he missed it. That would have probably been the shot of the tournament. On the full slide, Mueller hits it flat as it can be, flat as a pancake. Just slaps the ball, and it just misses. He went for it. He knew he had no other choice. He had to just go for the shot. And he missed it. He missed it. And we're at deuce. That would have been a statement going into this next game from Mueller that he's here to play, but he missed it. We're at deuce. Mueller served down the line, goes wide. Kick serve down the line to Sinner's backhand. Sinner goes up to it. Buggy whip forehand from Mueller. Sinner forehand into the net. Mueller staying tough. He's not going away yet. Nishioka Wolf tomorrow is a big scrap. Two very talented guys. Very excited for that. Two very creative guys. Wolf loves a lot of slice serves. Stuff you don't usually see. Very interesting stroke production. His grip on the racket. Very fun player to watch. And Nishioka is a fun player to watch too. Fun personality. So Hallis pay a good match too. Yeah, Hallis has been playing great. Big serve has kind of been a giant killer this season. Has Hallis playing well above his ranking. Pretty good on clay too. I would take Hallis in that one. Serve out wide from Mueller, trying to make something here, make something happen at the end of the set. Smash put away from Mueller after the ball hits the top of the net and sits up. And Mueller gets the 5-4. He's not going away yet. Gonna make Sinner serve for it. And Mueller is serving a little bit better. Dishes that are considered soul food are collard greens, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, peach cobbler, etc. You're speaking my language. I'm here from the South in near Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, I love that stuff. Mac and cheese, fried chicken, peach cobbler. That's great. Peach cobbler, one of my favorite desserts. Just love the peach flavor. Fried chicken. I don't think anybody doesn't like fried chicken. Mac and cheese. If you don't like mac and cheese, something's wrong with you. I love that stuff. Soul food's great. Absolutely. I'll take that 100 days out of 100 days. Love that. Hallis, Quentin Hallis, he plays Medi in round 2, I guess. That would be the end of Medi's fairy tale clay run. Yeah, Hallis in great form. He's been doing well in clay too. Big serve, can be aggressive, take time away from Medvedev, but I'm just not sure. I thought Hallis played Medvedev in over in Miami, and Hallis had 6-2. Medvedev went up 6-4, 6-2. I thought Hallis could be up for an upset there, but Medvedev just ran away with it. On clay, Medvedev will have even more time. Medvedev's moving great, playing great, has momentum. We've seen what Medvedev has done with momentum all season. So it's just Medvedev's just cruising, and I think he's gonna. I don't see Medvedev losing in the first 3 rounds. Hallis is interesting. I'm very high on Hallis, not just on serve, but off the rest of his game as well. But I would take Medvedev there. I think Medvedev's playing too well right now, and I think he's switched his form over to the clay. I'm not expecting him personally to win the event or make a final, maybe not even semifinal. I'm kind of keeping hopes low, but I think Medvedev's at least making 4th round and probably quarterfinal, if not semifinal. I don't see him losing to Hallis. He's playing very well and moving very well on the clay. Somebody to take seriously on clay now is Medvedev. He's going to have better results, even if he's not going to be winning clay masters. He's going to have better results. We can know that for sure. So I'm not expecting a loss to Hallis. Lot 15 for Mueller. Sinner, I believe, with a double fault there. We are an hour and 18 minutes into this match. Sinner pretty much cruising through it so far. Very, very fast first set. Speed run for Sinner over here. Mueller trying to make something happen. Kick serve goes way long from Sinner. Sinner's played well, but it's not like he's played his best tennis today. He still made a few weird shots and unforced errors. He's played well, but definitely not his best. Mueller goes for a big backhand return, but misses it long. I've seen Sinner play better than this. good match, but he'll have to pick it up against the top guys probably, but he also just hasn't been tested very much today. Still decent, solid match, and he's been good on serve. So that's Sinner's going to take away positives from this if he can get through this comfortably, which so far is the case. Serve into the net from Jannik Sinner. Serve into the forehand of MULLER. MULLER backhand to the net. MULLER frustrated. A little bit of a shout to himself. Disappointing for MULLER. Monfils Baez is the night match tomorrow. Really, Monfils can find the form he had last year. Can see why they picked this match, but it's a big ask for Gil. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure for Monfils, but I'm happy they're putting him on center. We really don't know how many more times Monfils is going to play at these events, at the French Open. So it makes sense they would put Monfils for a night match for the entertainment purposes. And Baez is a fun player to watch as well. So it is pressure on Monfils, and I can understand being frustrated at that. Personally, I'm happy just because I don't know how many more times Monfils is going to play at this event, and he deserves a stadium match 10 out of 10 times, especially if this is the last time we see him at this event, which you just never know. You just never know. Sinner bouncing the ball, double set point. Forehand out, serve out wide, and MULLER misses the return. Sinner, 2 sets to love up. Sinner playing great tennis, serving fantastic. And MULLER is just not doing much on these returns. Sinner is doing everything on returns, one of the best returners on tour. MULLER can't even get to the backhand because Sinner's backhand has been awesome today. MULLER's depth on his shots is not there. Backhand to backhand, Sinner's winning every time. MULLER just can't hurt him. And we're seeing the results of that. MULLER, talented player, but just can't hurt him enough. All right, let's look at these set 2 stats. In the first set, Sinner was serving at like 83%. MULLER was at like 23%. Huge difference. What do we have in that set? Let's see here. Here are the set 2 stats. So 3 aces from Sinner, 1 from MULLER. MULLER never the amazing server. No double faults for either player. First serve percentage about even, which Sinner was actually down in that first set in first serve percentage. But MULLER was losing all of the first serve points, and that's what made the difference there. First serve points won about even, but second serve points won way better for Sinner. MULLER just not doing enough on return. And Sinner doing amazing on return. The return points is really what's making and breaking the match, even though MULLER did serve better in that second set. Wonder how many Grand Slams Juan Martín del Potro would have won if he wasn't injury prone. I'm one of the biggest fans of Juan Martín del Potro. I think he was a mentality that was all-time great. Always fighting, always competing, never letting up a lead, just always there, even against the big 3. I mean, whenever he would play even the big 3, the best players in the world, he was always so tight in those matches. And, he, so many amazing stats. He had 72% win percentage in his whole career. 8th best in the Open era after winning the first set. Meaning he never let up a lead in his career, did Juan Martín del Potro. Obviously won the U.S. Open, got the silver medal at the Olympics. Amazing forehand. All these things. Whenever he would get momentum, he would just get injured. Injuries debilitating his game as well. He would have to revert to the slice backhand a lot. If not for the injuries, he would have won multiple majors for sure. If he played in a different era and he didn't have injuries, the way we would be looking at Del Potro's name differently, Max. He could be an all-time great player if not for those injuries and if not for the big 3 era. And we consider Murray an all-time great. He could have been like a Murray type in this big three era had he not been injured. I really do think that could have been a possibility. I'd put him much closer to Murray than to Wawrinka. That would be my hot take. And Murray, I think, is an all-time great. Would have won at least 4. Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Amazing player, Juan Martín. Matthews, Sinner struggles when the rally goes beyond 9 shots. If he does face Medi, he needs to have worked on his drop shot. Easier said than done. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely fair. Sinner struggles when the rally goes beyond 9 shots. Yeah, he needs to find new ways to finish the point and switch it up. He really needs to find something new. And the ways that Clay, the ways that he can't stack up well against Medvedev are only accentuated by Clay, because Medvedev has so much time. He's already such a wall. On Clay, Sinner will have a harder time to break through him. So, absolutely. Absolutely agree. Sinner will have to switch things up big time and figure out a way to slice better, drop shot, mix it up a lot better. There's no doubt about it. Mueller steps up to the line at 30-all, hits a first serve into the net. Second serve. It's nice that Andy Murray's finally reached number 1 before injuries took over. Absolutely. He gave his all in 2016. Biggest disparity between a number 1 and the players of the rest of the tour, and Murray just did amazing to come back. And, he won Wimbledon. He won, I believe, Cincinnati. He won Rome that year. That was fantastic that Murray was able to absolutely deserve the number 1 spot all day and all night. Sinner, 30-40 to start out this third set, by the way. Let's get to that. Yeah, Weston. Ostapenko is so silly. Instead of just losing the second set, after being down a double break, she breaks 3 times in a row for the lead. You never know with Yelena. She's a crazy player. Crazy outfits. You never know what you're going to expect from her. She always has these crazy scores. 6-0 in either direction, either losing 6-0 or winning 6-0. Can pull off a huge run at an event out of nowhere, like Roland Garros all those years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. So Mueller hits an error, forehand shanked, and Sinner breaks 1-0. All Sinner so far after an hour and 27 minutes played in this first round encounter. Wawrinka, why only Sir Andy Murray? Both have won 3 slams. I mean, I've seen this a lot, but Murray is just on another level. Murray has reached also 59 semifinals in big events. He's reached 82 quarterfinals in Grand Slams and Masters events. Wawrinka has reached 42, half the quarterfinals. And nearly half, in less than half of the same semifinals in Slams and Masters. In terms of Masters finals and Slam finals reached between Murray and Wawrinka, Wawrinka has reached 8. Murray has reached 11 major finals just by himself. Wawrinka's only reached 4. So it's not just about, and Wawrinka has a 62% win percentage. Murray has 75%, and that's only gone down over the last few years. So when you really look deeper at the stats, it's really all Andy Murray rather than Stanislaus Wawrinka. Wawrinka, maybe you could argue, has a higher peak, even though Murray does have an underrated high peak, but Murray wins all day. Wawrinka is no contest for Murray. No contest. 30 love for Sinner, up to the line. And Sinner serving at 30 love. First serve goes into the net. And Mueller waiting on the return. All Sinner right now. We'll see. Two players. It takes two players to play a tennis match, but right now it's all Jannik Sinner on the court. Sinner puts away backhand volley. A little bit of a fist bump to Sinner. Just keeping himself going here. Knows he has the lead. Wants to do well to keep it. Murray's pursuit of number one is perhaps the reason he broke down with the hip. Yeah, Matthew, I think I agree with you. I mean, he put his all into that year to come back. He played so many events, just so much strain. He did everything he could to get that number one. And then, yeah, I think it was just too much for him. I think that's what got his hip. That's what broke him down. Absolutely. Very high chance of that. Center kick serve, but completely hits it. Second serve right into the net. It's all good from Sinner, though. Still up 40-15, even after the double fault. Vondrousova will beat Kasatkina. Vondrousova is dangerous. You don't want to play Vondrousova. Definitely could see that happen. Kasatkina isn't the person who will week in, week out never lose to players like that, so I can absolutely see an upset brew there. I'd need to look more at Vondrousova's recent results, but I can definitely see that happening. No question. It's an upset alert. Sinner goes to the towel, 2-0. What are you guys thinking? Question for you. What round of the Roland Garros do you think Jannik Sinner makes? Looking at the full draw, looking at Jannik's health concerns, but also how consistently he's made semifinals of Masters this season when he's been healthy, for example. Just taking all these different things, what round of the event do you think Jannik Sinner will reach? Type it up in chat. What round? Quarterfinals, final, semi? Let me know what round you think Jannik Sinner is making. Seeing this performance today and seeing how well he seems to be playing. And how well he's played all season, really. Ever since that little bit of an injury in that Australian lead-up, he's played an amazing season. So let me know, what round do you think Jannik is making at the French Open? Does he make his first Grand Slam semifinal? You let me know. What round does Sinner make here? And I might give a little bit of my opinion as well. Sinner, 15-30. Sinner, ready on the return. Forehand from Mueller into the center of the net. Sinner goes to the deuce side, 15-40. Carlos can beat Medi. Sinner can sometimes beat Carlos or vice versa. Sinner can't beat Medi. It's like a cycle. Yeah, I've seen people say that before for sure. Carlos seems to have an advantage against Medi, at least seeing that Indian was final. I'd still want to see them play on faster courts, but that's definitely fair. Sinner and Carlos has been close so far, but Sinner definitely playing well against Alcaraz, no question about it. Very big danger to Alcaraz. Sinner can't beat Medvedev. I do think I want to see a bigger pool of matches before we make a kind of observation like that. And really make a kind of generalized kind of statement. But Max, you're definitely on the money. It definitely seems like that's a head-to-head problem for going three-way so far. Big kick serve to Sinner's backhand to Mueller's backhand, to Sinner's forehand. Mueller backhand down the center. Short forehand from Sinner to Sinner's forehand. Goes deep, just right on the baseline. Sinner extends to a backhand. Back to Sinner's forehand. Forehand from Mueller. Sinner with the drop shot. Too much air. Mueller runs. Hits it right back to Sinner. Hits the tape. And it goes out. Mueller, in frustration, kind of hits it into the air a little bit. Sinner up 3-0. Hour and 33 minutes. Seems like we're cruising to the end here now. Double break for Jannik Sinner. At least for Jannik Sinner, the quarterfinals, he's going to face Medi possibly. Yeah, I agree. I think at least for Sinner, but I would say that I'm not 100% positive that Medvedev doesn't get upset before quarters. I think There are different guys. I don't remember when he's supposed to play Dimitrov, but Chorich is somebody I find interesting. Zverev is somebody I find interesting. Struff was there as well. So there are a few players. I would need to check through his draw again, but I think it's not 100% chance that Medvedev makes it to the quarters. But if he does, then it is tough for Sinner. Sinner will have to play out of his mind and really play the best match he's played against Medvedev. We've mostly only seen it on fast indoors, which will play terribly for Sinner against Medvedev. But and in Miami, Sinner was a little bit hurt, got an early break in that match, but just was a little bit hurting. I would like to see them play on grass. I think Sinner would have an advantage. I would like to see them play on clay. They've never played on clay, but that's perfectly fair. Sinner will lose to Medvedev again. Yeah, it's fair. Like I said, the everything that is bad for Sinner in that matchup, clay only accentuates. And if Medvedev plays as well as he did in Rome, then that's perfectly possible that Sinner loses again to Medvedev. Yeah, Matthew, I think Sinner will lose to Medi in quarterfinal, but I'm not that confident. Can see him going 5 with Zverev or Ruusuvuori. Yeah, it's possible. I feel like Sinner plays well against Ruusuvuori in the past, but yeah, we'll see. It's perfectly possible that happens as well. It's all anticlimactic, Anthony. The scoreboard updates before you even call out the rally. Yeah, sorry about that, Nihar. We're gonna try to get that upped. That will change in the in some of the upcoming matches that I commentate on this channel. It's something wrong with the scoreboard that we have as opposed to where I'm watching the matches. But we're gonna find a way to put them up together. That's just how it is right now. Hope it's enjoyable anyway. At least maybe you can hear my voice and all of that and watch the match. Or if you're not watching the match, you're listening for a play-by-play. Hopefully that's somewhat enjoyable, a little bit informative. But yeah, hopefully we can make it not sync up more with the scoreboard in the future. And we will. Well, we'll find a way. That will happen in the next coming matches. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Martinsova was up 5-1 in the second set against Penko, and Penko came back. Yep, classic Ostapenko. Classic Ostapenko style. She brings chaos to a tennis court. That's Ostapenko. She's a beast, a Latvian monster. Let's go. Let's go, Ostapenko. Playing awesome on the clay. Playing awesome on the clay so far. Had an awesome match against Jabeur, I believe in Stuttgart, maybe in Madrid. I think in Stuttgart. Didn't get the win there, but played awesome. And ever since then, I was like, she's going to be a beast in the clay season. Great to see her come back. Great to see her alive in RG. Let's see what else she can do in the coming rounds. But yeah, Ghost, happy to see you here. Thanks for joining in. Sinner serving up 30-15. Yeah, and thank you everybody for joining. Make sure to like, subscribe. We'll be here for more Roland Garros content and in the future in general. Sinner with a smash, but it's way down the line. Mueller can't get up to it. Mueller just doesn't have enough for Sinner. Sinner's full out aggression, and Mueller does not have the depth or the aggression on his side. It's all Jannik Sinner right now. And usually where Sinner serve looks like a weakness comparatively, he's serving better than Mueller, which is not going well for Mueller. Mueller with a big forehand return, big backhand comes in. Sinner with the lob, and it drops in. That's what I'm saying. Jannik Sinner is a talented, and do not forget or count out Jannik Sinner. He lost in Rome to Francisco Cerundolo, but he is a talent. If he is healthy, he is not somebody you want to play. The talent's all under the surface with Sinner, but it's all right there. Bounds and bounds of talent with Jannik Sinner. It's all good, Anthony. I'm enjoying your stream. Okay, happy to hear it, Nikar. Glad you're enjoying it. 4-0 now for Sinner. Ostapenko had her ups and downs after winning the French Open. Absolutely. Yeah, she's been up and down. It's mostly been down, to be honest. But she stayed close to the top 10, points in the top 10. Some good runs, but nothing compared to her French Open title run. We'll see if we can get if she can get back to the top 5 or get something like that going again. I'd personally love to see it. I love the personality that she brings. She's absolutely an entertainer. Brings all the entertainment quality. Yeah, Ostapenko's awesome. We got to see more of that. I love the drama that comes with Ostapenko, the chaos that is Yelena Ostapenko, honestly. 15-all. Chaos is my middle name, but it's spelled with a K and a $ like chaos because I'm super cool. That's awesome, Ghost. Yeah, you're killing it. Good to know. Yeah, I assume Ghost of Gerolitis was your real name. Maybe I'll call you Chaos with a $ now. Makes more sense as a name. Big forehand return from center goes long. Ostapenko should have been Jabor. She completely fell apart. Yeah, I agree. Jabor stayed solid, but yeah, that should have been Ostapenko's all day. It was unfortunate, but it did show me that Ostapenko is bringing a great level to the clay, and as long as she stays mentally solid, she's going to be a tough out. Matthew, hard disagree. I can't see Medvedev not making the quarterfinal. He said that with the Dunlop balls is playing like Rome. Yeah, that's good to see. I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Quarterfinals does seem quite likely, I'll be honest. I guess there was a name there, Chorich, and there's one other guy in the fourth round. And I'm quite high on Chorich, and I'm quite high on him at Roland Garros and his motivations coming into the event. And I think Chorich is a guy who can beat Medvedev. I believe he has a 4-3 head-to-head against Medvedev. And we haven't seen them play on clay courts where Chorich is so comfortable, and he has that controlled aggression, and he'll be looking for revenge from Dubai. And I'm expecting George to make it, so I just have Medvedev on a little bit of an upset alert, just personally. But you're probably right. Medvedev's probably not losing before that. If I could see real quick who Medvedev may also have in the fourth round aside from Chorich. I wrote down a couple of names. But Matthew, I mean, it's totally fair for sure. Yeah, he's got Chorich or Demonor. Demonor is not going to challenge Medvedev, no question. And then I wrote down also Draper and Team. Draper and Team already both out. And probably not going to be a big challenge, except Team making the fourth round would be a good version of Team. But yeah, you're probably right, Matthew. Probably nothing in the fourth round. The only person I would say is Chorich would be an upset alert. But yeah, Medvedev is probably going to make the quarters. I'd agree with you. Medvedev, Muller's first serve one percentage is in the low 50s. He can't beat Sinner that way. First serve percentage in the first set was 23% for Muller, 86% for Sinner. I mean, Muller is serving like his Sinner's returning has been offsides, and Muller's serving has just not been there, and that's really defined the match. That's why it seems so uninteresting to watch right now because it's just been all Jannik Sinner so far on the service games. Second set was a little bit better for Mueller. He even got the percentage up, but it's been all Sinner. Chaos, greetings. Yeah, what's up, E. Montero? Glad to see you joining stream. It's where you want to be. Daniel would kill Borna, by the way. Yeah, we'll see. And we'll see if Borna even makes it there. Maybe I'm a little bit too high on Chorich and his chances, but I'd like to see that match happen. We'll see. Medvedev also has really good rally tolerance. I think it's one of his best weapons, frankly, on any surface. Absolutely. That's helping him a lot on clay. I think that will help a lot for sure. And be really tough against almost any player. If he doesn't get down on himself and he plays like he did in Rome, Medvedev's going to be a really tough out. I'm not positive that the Rome kind of results are going to carry into every single clay tournament he plays, but he was amazing last week, and we'll see if he can back it up. He's backed up big results all year. Big forehand from center goes up to 40-15. 23%, that's terrible. Absolutely, Ghost. He was not serving well. He was doing nothing on serve. Sinner was pounding returns. The first serve of the first set was very uninteresting and a little bit boring on the Mueller service games. Sinner was all over him, and Mueller couldn't do anything. And it wasn't unexpected. Mueller never with the best serve. We're at 5-1. 6-1, 6-4, 5-1 for Sinner. And we're nearing an hour and 45 minutes into the match. Not a very long one over here, but Sinner are playing amazing. We've had a few good rallies, but it's been all Jannik Sinner. Has to do with the Jannik return game. Yep, that's it. Jannik the Fox. A.K. Mini Nole. I agree. Jannik does remind me of Djokovic a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Those kind of slides on the backhand, his kind of mentality, never giving up. It reminds me a little bit of Novak. I'm kind of with you there. And the return game, amazing returner. Amazing backhand returner. Reminds me of Novak a little bit. People have been saying Runa, but Sinner, game-wise, reminds me of Novak just a bit. A little bit more aggressive than Novak. Maybe a lot more aggressive, but he reminds me of Novak a little bit. Vicky/BB for me. Yeah, both tough players in this event. Jannik runs up to a drop shot of his own. Great shot. And that's what Jannik will have to do. He'll have to switch it up on clay against some of these best players. He has to be able to master that drop shot like Alcaraz has. Actually, I think Coric has only played him once this year, but he lost all the same. Yeah, Coric, he lost. He was actually dominated in that second set. I do recall that as well. Medvedev is probably making quarterfinals. I guess I would just say I have a funny feeling about Coric in this event, and I like Coric against Medvedev generally. Earlier this year, Coric was in no form. But, yeah, Medvedev is going to have a tough time of it. I do agree. All right, Sinner, love 30, ready to return. Let's get to this. It could be over in a hot flash. Backhand from Mueller to the ad side. Sinner with a slice. Mueller inside out. Forehand. Backhand. Cross courts. Exchanging backhands. Backhand down the line. Sinner open stance. Full stretch on the forehand. Full stretch on the backhand. Open stance from Mueller and Sinner. It's a winner. Forehand. We're at love 40. Sinner with a statement win. Mueller, nothing for him in this match. I mean, few good rallies, had a break point in the first game, but since then, it's looked all Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner all the way down there. Some people watching on with Italian flags and carrot costumes, I believe. I think that's what that is. Funny kind of costumes over there. Mueller bouncing, ready to serve. This could be over in a minute. Mueller waits for something in the crowd. They're both waiting. Could be over in a second here. Match point. Sinner bounces low. Mueller bounces low 40. Sinner back in return. Mueller drop shot. Sinner runs, chips it down the line. Mueller puts a backhand lob and Sinner smash. He gets the win. Solid first round win for Jannik. People in the funny carrot costumes are waving their flags. They're celebrating. That's it. Sinner won. Sinner got the win. Sinner shakes the hand. He got the win. Yeah, it was all in the Mueller serve games. Mueller couldn't do anything on serve. Nothing to hurt Sinner, and Sinner was all over Mueller serves on the return. That was it. That's it. All right, guys. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please come back for more. Hopefully, Sinner can come up with this level against some of the top guys later in this event for some competitive matches. It's going to be fun. But, yeah, we're going to be back for more Roland Garros matches tomorrow as well. This was a night session with Jannik Sinner taking on a talented Mueller, but just not precise enough. Didn't have the depth. And, yeah, that was it. Ghost Max asks a good question. Can Sinner win on fast hard like at Cincy? Slow hard is better for Sinner. He likes the slower conditions of Miami, for example. They played pretty quick this year. They upped the quickness. of those courts. But yeah, absolutely. I think Sinner can play well on fast courts. Absolutely. I think that's for sure. U.S. Open played pretty quick this year too, and he played amazing there. Last year, excuse me. So I think Sinner can pretty much do well in any conditions. He's one of those guys. He plays a very aggressive game, but he's very good at adapting. Very good athlete, great athleticism, and yeah, I think he can do it well on fast hard courts, for sure. Maybe he won't ever be his best, but I think he can do well. Sinner's logo is the best in tennis. I dig it. Yep, Sinner the Fox. I love that one too. What's the crazy rule about net post? Nika, you're going to have to let me know exactly what you're talking about with that one, which rule. I'm not sure with the net post. Hey, thanks. Yeah, thank you, Max. Glad you appreciate it. I hope thank you, Anthony. I hope we can see more of you commentating of the French Open. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Max. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, going to be back for more matches. Very excited. Hopefully some more competitive matches are a little bit more competitive than this. Mueller, like I said, just having nothing on serve. His back end not being up to Sinner's back end. But Sinner, an amazing player. So fun to see him dominate like this. So talented. Sinner, such a big talent. Sinner legit just had a warm-up. Hard to call this a match. Yep, that's it, Ghost. Absolutely. Easy for Sinner. Yep, that's it. Yeah, pretty easy match. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, appreciate you coming to stream. Thanks. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Ghost. Hope you can catch the beginning of the next one. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun streams here. A lot of fun, more competitive matches. Thanks everybody for joining the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on this channel, for more streams. Pretty easy win for Sinner today, but yeah, Sinner talented as ever. Let's get to one more question here before I sign off. George versus Medvedev head-to-head is not significant when you look at George's last win. I think Peja is the only one that might catch out Medi in the second round. Yeah, Hallis is a danger too in the second round too, by the way. I think that could be one. And yeah, that's fair. George, yeah, it's been a while since George got it done. I think since 2018 was the last time that George got those wins. So, yeah, Matthew, you're probably right. I do want to see that match and how it looks, but on paper, Medvedev should win. You are correct about that. Everything right about that. All right. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I'm Anthony Hirsch. I appreciate you watching. I also have a new tennis channel for my own tennis commentary booth with Anthony Hirsch, which I would appreciate if you check out, just starting up. And please subscribe to this channel. So many great commentators up on this channel. Awesome channel with very genuine people, great community here. And please come back for more great matches. But today it's Jannik Sinner taking the win 6-1, 6-4, 6-1 against Alexandre Muller. Muller talented, but just didn't have enough for Sinner. Sinner looking great. Let's see how he does against the top guys in the later rounds. All right. Thank you for watching, guys.
Bye.